A superset is when you pair 2 or more exercises together before taking a rest. If paired properly, you can get more out of your training compared to doing all your sets of one exercise, then all the sets of another. There are 4 main types of supersets, and how you use them depends on your goals. The most common superset is the opposing or antagonist muscle group superset. This takes 2 exercises that use opposite muscles on the body. For example, you do a push-up paired with a row. The pushing muscles of the chest, front delts, and triceps from the push-up are not used in the row, which hits the lats, rhomboids, biceps, and rear delts. This method gives you nearly maximal results, but in about half the time. For general health and fitness, I would do as many of these as possible, getting a great workout for the muscles, some cardio work, and done in way less time. It is also great for athletes who don't have to just worry about strength, but need to get efficient workouts in only a few hours a week to pair with practice. Typically, what this would look like is do 1 set of bench press, 1 set of pull-ups, then take your rest period, say 1 minute. This method works wonders for general fitness and hypertrophy. However, if you need longer rests for more strength-oriented work, like heavy sets of 3 to 5, I do a shorter rest between each exercise. 5 reps of bench, 1 minute rest. 5 reps of pull-up, 1 minute rest. This gives over 2 minutes between doing the same exercise, and also allows for your cardiovascular and nervous system to recover a bit before needing to exert high forces again in the opposite movement. These are best used in the upper body, or possibly lower body isolation lifts like leg curls with leg extensions, or even a back squat and then a leg curl. I would not pair 2 compound lower body lifts in this manner. A back squat and an RDL is not a good pairing. The lower back is likely to give out first, along with these exercises just taking longer to recover from. These lifts are best saved for our next superset, non-related muscle groups. Similar to above, this pairs 2 lifts together that don't target the same muscle groups. However, technically, this can be any non-overlapping muscle pairing. I like using these with upper body isolation movements or pairing a smaller isolation lift with a big compound lower body exercise. For example, I would program back squats, superset with lateral raises, rear delt flies, or something like calf raises. This allows the athlete to take the longer rest periods they need for big lifts. We can take 3 minutes between heavy sets of squats, but not just sit down and do nothing. We can go back squat, 20 seconds rest, lateral raises, 20 seconds rest, calf raise, 1 minute rest, then restart with the back squat. This maximizes the time in the gym without sacrificing the effectiveness of any exercise. For athletes trying to develop explosive power, contrast training is an advanced superset method. You pair a non-fatiguing heavy lift with something explosive, usually a jump or plyometric of some kind. Non-fatiguing heavy lift means you do a pretty heavy squat or deadlift variation, something around 75 to 80% of your max, but only do 1 to 2 reps. This is heavy enough to wake up your nervous system and tell your body to activate more muscle mass, but you keep the reps pretty far away from failure so you don't wear yourself out. Then your body, with its heightened sense of preparation, takes 30 seconds or so rest and performs the explosive movement. Because your nervous system is in a heightened state, you recruit more muscle than you typically would, allowing you to jump further or higher. Over time, your body's going to activate more muscle when jumping, leading to higher speeds and force output. An example of using this would be doing the following for 6 sets. Do 2 reps at 80% in the RDL, followed by 30 seconds rest, and then hurdle hops or 3 to 5 repeating broad jumps. Then you take a full rest before repeating for the remainder of the sets. Keep an eye out for my full video on contrast training, as there are some nuances that you want to consider before simply applying it to every athlete. Lastly, the pre-fatigue superset works wonders for building muscle mass. This is great for bodybuilders or individuals with a clear weak link that they want to bring up. You take an isolation lift and do that before going straight into a compound movement that hits that part of the body. For example, you do a hard set of lateral raises, then go straight into overhead press, or do flies before hitting a bench press variation. Then take your rest and redo that for however many sets you have planned. The isolation lift should be done for at least 10 reps on the first set, and I personally prefer a little higher, like 15 to 20, and the compound lift should be done for at least 8 reps on the first set, after the isolation lift. I personally like to use about 1 minute rest because this method is for enhancing fatigue. Taking 3 minutes rest in between to let that fatigue dissipate kind of misses the point. I also recommend starting with only 2 sets of this if you've never experimented, and add sets as you can recover and not get sore. I also suggest doing it for small bursts, like 4 to 6 weeks of attacking a certain body part before going back to more straight sets for 2 to 3 months. Typical supersets are one of the best tools for saving time without sacrificing results. Most people know about them, but never utilize them in fear of not getting the best results. In reality, they're going to help the average person grow way more. Unless you have 10 hours a week to train, your growth is often limited by the amount of work you can squeeze in. There may be a small detriment to, say, your bench press if you pair it with the pull-up and that individual workout. But if the method helps you get 50% more volume in every single week, that's quickly going to make up for it. More advanced methods like contrast training or pre-fatigue sets can help you break plateaus when the more traditional standard training that you have been using just isn't eliciting a response anymore. Let me know in the comments any of your preferred superset methods and what you have seen as a result. Please share this video with anyone who needs a boost to their training and subscribe to the Immortal Power channel.